Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be working on this 2006 Toyota Sienna minivan, and these are really nice vehicles. They last for a long time. We've had this vehicle for several years, so we bought it used, but we've always had this nagging rattling sound up here in the front. It sounded like it was like a windshield problem or something on the outside of the windshield that was rattling against it, but we finally think we figured it out, and it's not something you would suspect. So today I'm going to show you what the problem is and what I do to fix it. All right, so the best we can tell, and we did some testing to figure this out, we stuffed some material in behind this plastic. I don't know what you would call it, like it protects the wheel well from like rocks and stuff. The rattling gets worse in the winter, and I'm guessing it's because it makes this more brittle. To figure out it was this, I'd stuffed some rags in behind here and back in here, and when I did that, no rattling. It was crazy. I would have never guessed. I did see online where some people had said it was like body clips or something like that around the wheel well. So once I tested it and a no rattle, and then I took all that stuff back out, the rattle was back. It's hard to describe what it sounded like. It's like a high pitch, like rubbing. It's kind of squeaky. It's annoying, and it's pretty much constant when the weather's cool. So I think to get to this correctly and really figure out what's behind this and what my options are, I'm gonna have to take this tire off so I have more room to work. Okay, we got more space here to work. I'm thinking that I might just be able to add some more screws and keep it tight, and that might stop it because it's kind of loose, rattly, but I want to see what's behind here. These are 10 millimeters. Oh boy, just realized this goes all the way around. That could be fun. And they're held in by these little, I don't know what these are called, like inserts. Nothing's ever easy. These little inserts in the metal here that you screw into, they do not come out, at least not very easy. And if you take this plastic off, you're exposing some of the metal. Looks like some of the body. It's just not going to look near as finished if this isn't on here. And we'll probably break every one of those if we try to muscle them out. That's what I did here, and it broke it off. I'm trying to get one of these out so I can investigate and see how they work. I can tell already there's like a tab that you push, but I can't get it to come through the hole yet. I'm using this tool here to kind of get some pressure to bring it through. If I can get this tab pushed in, it just won't come through that hole. Looks like there might be a tab on the other side here. They sure make it difficult to get them out. These do not come out easy. I gotta get one of them out so I can see how they work, if I can get it out in one piece. Okay, so they have a tab diagonal from each other that hold these in there. But they were a pain in the butt to get compressed to bring through that hole. And I have to do this on each one if I want to get this all loose. And that sounds like a really difficult project. Let's just see if we can get another one released. Because if we can't, I'm not going to take all these off because I don't have any extras. Yeah, I can see the tabs, but it doesn't even seem like it helps when I push them in. Jeez. That is a pain in the butt. I don't want a chance ruining all these and then just kind of be out of luck. And I notice this one right here doesn't even have a screw in it. So that's probably not helping my rattling issue. It just has the grommet but no screw. So I'm gonna add a screw to that one and put all my other screws back in. But before I do that, to kind of stop this rattling, moving around stuff, I'm going to put some foam back in here. I have some foam from some project I worked on, and I'm gonna put it back in there, which will tighten all this up and hopefully stop it from rattling around. So this is what I got. It maybe came as packing material from something. It's a plastic foam, so it shouldn't deteriorate, shouldn't really soak up much water. But I'm gonna cut some pieces, maybe just one piece that I can slide in here, and we'll just cause that to be a little bit snugger in there. So hopefully it won't move around. So we're just gonna kind of mark some general size here. This is what makes it nice when you save things, and so you have resources when you run into a problem like this. And yes, that might make me somewhat of a pack rat, but it pays off sometimes. I'm gonna slide this in. I may have to get one more of these loose just to be able to slide it in even, but I'm gonna put this one back in. because now I know how they work. They're not even hard to get back in with nothing in them. Okay, so let's see if we can get one more of these out so we can have room to slide this insulation in. Okay, I got my plastic off, kind of went over top of it. Not really what I wanted, but now I got some room. At least I can slide my piece in here. That is definitely going to snug it up. I think there's actually supposed to be a screw on the bottom too, and it's not in there. I wonder if they backed out or something. All right, so we got our foam in there, and I'm gonna try to get these 10mm screws started again in this little plastic grommet here. Might be a little tougher because I've damaged it. Oh, I got it. This one here, I didn't get the grommet out, and I kind of enlarged this hole here. Even though it's a bigger hole, I think it'll still hold it just fine. So we're gonna just go with it, see how it does. Like I said, they don't even have a screw in there, and we don't have a screw in this one, so I'm gonna go get a couple screws to replace those. I even happen to have some nice, I think they're 10mm too, just like the other one. Not quite. I think they'll work though. I see why they didn't put this one in, because you can't really get to it because of that spring. So this makes me wonder if this has been this way all the way from the factory, because they didn't want to go in here and try to figure out how to get this screw in. That's why they make swivel adapters. I can't get to this one right now because my jack's in the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my tire back on. That definitely snugged that all up, so I think we might have solved our problem. Get this last screw in here. All right, I'm gonna take it for a spin to see if it made any difference or not. Well, that definitely solved the problem. I can't believe we put up with that for like 6 to 8 years that we've had this vehicle. The biggest pain in the butt is just getting a couple of those grommets out so you can get in behind there and put a piece of foam in there. So it took care of that side, and that was the problem child over there. But this one also has screws missing right there and right there, which I'm sure rattles around in the wind. So we're gonna pop this tire off as well and add a couple screws. I'm not gonna take this side apart and put foam in there because it hasn't been rattling like the other side and driving us crazy, but I am gonna add a couple screws because why not? Obviously they should have screws in there. So pop this tire off real quick, put those in, and get this back together. All right, we're just gonna add those 2 bolts that are missing out of this side. So hopefully we don't have any rattling coming from this side that we haven't noticed yet, now that the other side's quieter. You have to use a swivel to get your screw lined up because of that spring in the way. And then this one, yeah, they don't have anything right here, which isn't helpful. Yeah, so now we added a bolt there and added a bolt up there. So that should keep that from moving around a little bit more. Now put this tire back on, take it for one last test drive. So my final recommendations, these plastic tabs that are in your body panel here, they're a pain to get out. So if you're determined to get all those out, you're probably gonna break most of them. So I'd go ahead and order those before I even started this job. That way you have extra ones. Toyota probably sells packs of those. If you're just determined to fix your noise problem, you can just remove a few, and like I did, just take some foam, put some plastic-based foam in there. That was a simple way to do it. All right guys, well that solved my problems. If you have a problem with rattling in the front end of your Toyota, you might try this little trick. So till next time guys, good luck with all your projects.